Welcome back to Traveler's Place, and today we're diving into something truly spectacular, a gondola ride in Cologne, Germany. The city of Cologne has this wonderful way of blending old-world charm with an open, easygoing rhythm that captures the spirit of Germany in a way few other places do. It's colorful, a bit rebellious, and absolutely full of life. People here laugh loudly, talk passionately, and celebrate every occasion they can think of, especially during Carnival, when the city turns into one giant street party of music, confetti, and costumes. But even outside of festivals, you can feel that same warmth in the air, at bustling cafes by the Rhine, in cozy breweries where friends share Kölsch beer in small glasses, or on the cobbled streets of the Old Town, where every corner seems to hide a story. Cologne isn't just a picturesque city, it's a living, breathing expression of how history and humor can live side by side. The famous cathedral towers, the old bridges, and the scent of fresh pretzels floating through the markets make the city feel both monumental and homey at once. It's this relaxed urban pulse that makes the idea of soaring across the river on a gondola not just a tourist attraction, but a little adventure into the essence of Cologne itself. A place that always invites you to look at life from a different angle. You might wonder, why does a city like Cologne even have a gondola crossing the Rhine? It's a quirky idea, right? But that's exactly what makes Cologne special. The gondola system was built in the late 1950s, at a time when people were dreaming big, looking toward the future, and embracing new ways to experience their cities. The Rhine had always been the life artery of Cologne, used for trade, transport, and celebration, so it made perfect sense to let people fly over it too, just for the joy of it. This isn't Venice. The gondola doesn't float, it glides through the air. And in a city that prides itself on both innovation and playfulness, that combination of practicality and fun feels perfectly, unmistakably Kölsch. It's not just transportation, it's a symbol of how Cologne mixes tradition with a bit of whimsy, reminding everyone that joy can be found in the simplest of ideas. As the gondola rises from the station and glides gently over the Rhine, the view opens up spectacularly. On one side, you can see the mighty Cologne Cathedral reaching into the sky, its Gothic spires like a pair of stone guardians watching over the city. On the other side stretch the green parks of the Rhine's banks, filled with locals cycling, picnicking, or just watching the boats drift below. You'll spot the old bridges connecting the city's two halves, the modern skyline mingling with centuries-old church towers, and maybe even a colorful festival or open-air concert if you come at the right time of year. The gondola also passes near the city zoo and the botanical garden, adding a peaceful touch of nature to the urban scenery, while the Rhine sparkles beneath like a silver ribbon, weaving stories through the heart of Cologne. The Cologne cable car covers a distance of about 930 meters, gently carrying passengers from the zoo on one side of the Rhine to the Rhine Park on the other in just a few minutes. That might sound short, but the experience feels timeless when you're suspended above one of Europe's most famous rivers. Each small cabin glides quietly through the air at about 13 meters per second, high enough to feel thrilling but still calm enough to take in every detail below. The riverboats, the cyclists, the green patches of parkland, and the reflections of the city shimmering in the water. The gondola has been running since 1957 and has become a beloved part of Cologne's identity. Over the years, millions have ridden it. Families, couples, locals, showing friends their city from above, and travelers chasing that perfect panoramic shot. The system has been modernized multiple times, but it still carries a kind of vintage charm, like stepping into a piece of post-war optimism. The idea that everyday life could be beautiful simply because someone imagined it that way. When you touch down on the opposite bank, you feel a little lighter, Maybe not just from the altitude, but from seeing Cologne from above, where everything grows smaller yet somehow feels more connected. Floating away from the gondola, you realize how much this simple ride captures what makes Cologne special. It's a city that wears its heart on its sleeve, curious, creative, and full of character. Thanks for joining Traveler's Place on this whirlwind tour of Cologne. If you love discovering the city and gondola with us, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future adventures. Hit like if you learned something new and drop a comment below. Let us know what country or city you'd love to explore next. See you next time, and until then, keep traveling.